My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-E-Y-A-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Hello, YouTube, it's Sam. It is Sunday, July 3rd, 2011, and I am really, really late on making my 10 months on tea update, so my deepest apologies about that. I've had a crazy busy summer so far. It's been really good, but it's meant extremely little time to, make a video, and you'd think it wouldn't take that long, but I like to edit them, so it takes a little longer. But anyway, it's my 10 months on tea update. And before I get to changes, the summer has been incredible, besides crazy. And I have, right after school, I went on the Pride of the Ocean cruise. And I'm going to put in some pictures of that while I talk now. So I went with my friend, and it was awesome. We got to be cabin mates, and we were on this huge ship, you're supposed to call it a ship, and it went from New York to Bermuda and back to New York, and we were in Bermuda for 2.5 days, and we got to meet filmmakers and distributors and festival directors and all kinds of great film people in the queer filmmaking world, which was awesome. And I've never been to Bermuda, and it was beautiful. I thought that they made up the whole thing about the water being turquoise. I thought that was something that travel agents did in Photoshop, but it's true. They actually have turquoise water. It was incredible. So I had a really, really good time. Very nice. Did you get it? And then I came back, and the next day started working Frameline, which is the San Francisco International LGBT Film Festival. It's in its 35th year, and it's the oldest and biggest LGBT film festival in the world. So it's super exciting. I got to work it, and I also got to be a guest, because Genderbusters was in the festival, in addition to my animation Perception. So, that was really exciting, and I got to network with people, and hopefully I'll get the film put into GSAs across the country. I'm trying to figure out how to put it into schools. That was really awesome. If anyone has any suggestions for how to get it into schools, or knows anyone who works in high schools or colleges, let me know, because that would be awesome. So, okay. And then yesterday, I moved my friend and my other friend into my house. And today is my first day to myself since school, basically, hence video. So, on with the changes. On the cruise, it was crazy. I thought it was going to be a queer cruise. It wasn't. It was just our group that was. And that meant that the second I set foot on the ship, I was a young boy. I was a young boy for 10 days straight. It was really interesting. I got called young man, sir, boys with my friend. And then the funniest thing was we were standing in the elevator, because this ship was huge. There were a couple elevators, and it was 13 floors, which they call decks. And we're in the elevator one day, and this guy comes in, and he's like a gristled old guy who had like been in the sun his whole life, and his skin was like red and crackly, and he had like white chest hair coming out from his button-down shirt. And he stepped onto the elevator, and he was just like, "Gentlemen, are you two boys veterans?" And we were like, because then we realized it was Memorial Day. We had forgotten. And then he said, "Nah, you're much too young for that. You're too young for that." And then he paused for a second. And then he was like, "Do you boys know where the casino is?" And we were like, the 6th deck, I think. So it was very interesting getting called gentlemen. And I took this opportunity to finally use the men's bathroom all the time. I used the men's bathroom on the boat nonstop. I used the men's bathroom in Bermuda. It was all good and fine. And, you know, this is something that I've been struggling with for a really long time. So this is a huge step. And It's not scary, it just smells, and, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I just don't make eye contact with anyone, because you're not supposed to. I tried not to draw attention to myself. I just went to the bathroom, washed my hands, left. And I've kept doing that since I've come back to San Francisco. I've been doing that in public bathrooms here too, and so far it's been okay. So here's to taking a very big step. Also, when I was in Bermuda, I got interviewed for a newspaper that was doing an article about homophobia in Bermuda. And we went to this event where there was a drag queen contest, and all of us from our group tried to go and show support, and I was interviewed, which was just crazy. So I'll put a link to the interview down in the bottom thing. And I completely passed to the woman who was interviewing me. I was called Mr. Berliner in the article. It was really interesting. I also passed at frameline a lot of the time to people who didn't know me, because a lot of people know me, so they know I'm trans, but I passed to the director of the film Spork. We were taking photos in front of the step and repeat is what you call the thing, with like the words of the festival, the name of the festival behind you, the backdrop, and all those pictures. And so I was getting my picture taken with the director of Spork, and I was really nervous because I was like, ah. So like I shook his hand, and he was like, he's even more nervous than I am. And I was just like, oh my god, what is going on with passing? Because like I said in an older interview, you know, my intention is to not confuse people and not to be read as female, hence passing. So that's that. Oh, my sideburns are really filling in a lot. This one is a little bit out of control. They're like really long. I guess it's hard to see, but they're really, really long on this side, and then not that long on this side. Maybe if I make a shadow you can see. I don't know. But they're filling in a lot. Facial hair is coming in a lot. I'm shaving more than once a week now, but I also think it's because my razor is dull, and I don't feel like spending the money to get a new one, because they're $5 zillion. So I think I might invest in an electric razor soon. Oh, I had this really interesting feeling. It was on the cruise, and also now since I've been back. With this passing thing, I feel like I'm wearing a mask or a disguise all the time, and people can't tell, and I feel like I'm tricking people or like deceiving them in some way, and or like playing a trick on them. It's very weird, and it's a mask that can't come off, and that's a little scary. But I was talking to my friend about it, and she helped me think about it in a more positive light, which was maybe what they're seeing isn't a mask, it's just the more comfortable version of myself. And I like that, but this mask thing was weird. Like, I felt like when I was walking into the bathrooms, they were going to be like, hello, what are you doing here? But they didn't. It's kind of weird. It's like me getting used to this passing thing feels like a mask. So, thought I would mention that. It's interesting. Overall, though, I've been feeling really good about my body. I've been feeling kind of handsome. I don't know about now. My hair is filthy. But I've been feeling like confident and sexy sometimes, and especially when I get to wear schmantz clothing. I'm really enjoying dressing up fancy. Men's clothing is really nice, so I'm appreciating that more than I even used to, because I always used to for a long time, but I'm liking it more. So I have top surgery coming up July 12th with Dr. Garramone in Sunrise, Florida, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm going to go with my parents. We've talked about the details, the nitty-gritty of what's going to happen, so they're pretty prepared. I've gotten all my stuff done for him. I got blood work done, a physical, the letter from the doctor, everything. So I'm all ready to go, and the only thing that I'm worried about is how the pain medicine is going to affect my stomach. So I'm going to take preventative measures, and also I'm not worried about this, but I think what's going to happen mentally is, instead of mourning the loss of the chest that I have now. I think I'm probably going to just have to acclimate to the new chest, because my friend was like, well, it's a loss, and I was like, I don't think it's a loss, because I really don't think I'm going to miss this stuff. I just think it'll be getting used to something new. So that's my thought going into it. Well, I'll of course update and tell you how things are, but I think that's how it'll go. And then after that, I'm spending the week in Florida, and then a week in Boston with my family, recovering more. And then I'm coming back, and here's my question. I really, really, really want to go to Gender Odyssey. I might even get to show my film at Gender Odyssey. It would be amazing. So, at 3 weeks and a couple of days post-op, what do you guys think? Do you think that I'll be able to travel to Seattle on a plane and stay at my friend's house and take a bus every day to go to the conference? What do you think? I really want to go, but I don't want to push myself too hard and cause damage or hurt myself, or if there's complications, you know, I might take longer to recover. I'm not sure. If it helps, I'm getting double incision, so if that helps with your advice giving that I hope you give, that's what I'm getting. I just don't know, and I've been planning on going for months, but all of a sudden, I was talking to my family, and they're like, well, are you going to be okay? And I was like, actually, I don't know. So, yeah, what do you guys think? 3 weeks and a couple of days post-op, can I go to Gender Odyssey? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, I think that is all. I hope that everyone has had a really great summer so far. I got to meet Spencer, smithsmithboy, at, oh my god, I didn't even talk about Pride. At Trans March, Pride was fun. I went to Trans March and Dyke March. I got to carry my usual Gender Pirate sign. It was great. It was awesome meeting Spencer. Hi, Spencer. You are rad in person, too. And tall. Spencer's tall, everyone. Who knew? So, alright. I'm gonna go, but I will see you guys later. I will update, if I feel like it, before surgery, seeing how things are going, but I'll certainly update after. So, I will see you guys later. Bye.